Hey guys, welcome back to Easeldoesitstudio. So, as you can see, we've got these anchor molds out. So, I have had a request to do another set of anchor molds with the seashells on the outside after. So, we're going to do these. We're going to do them in a green. And they take about... This one takes 6 ounces. I think this one takes 7 ounces. So, I don't know if I'm even going to have enough of the mix-to-mold, but we're going to see. So, if I did like 16 maybe, I would have enough. To do the 2, because I do want to color it with some of this oxide powder, so we can get a really nice darkish green. So I think what I'm going to do is we're gonna switch containers here. That gives us about 17 ounces, and then I can slowly mix it in that. So we're gonna put quite a bit of this green, and I did pull out some of the water-based cement colorant that I got off Temu. So I like doing it this way because then I know, if I have enough, that I should have enough of both pieces. But let's move them out of the way because I'm already making a mess. So I'm just making sure that that powder is completely mixed in to the white powder. And I believe down through my playlist there are a couple other videos of this, but I hadn't done a green. I had done a blue and I had done the beige, which they both came out amazing. So I'm just gonna take a little cup and we're gonna put some water in this cup. And then I'm going to pour a drip . So we just need a dot. And then what I'm going to do is, this is how I test my color. So that is going to be the color of our piece. And I think that's going to be a good color. So I'm good. Okay. So we're going to start mixing. So I'm going to pour this a little bit. We're going to go to the 8. And then that's going to leave us 7 in there. Oh, well, we're going to go with it. We are going to go with it. So I'm just going to wipe this little bit of powder out that I got in there. Okay. Move this, move this. I'm going to move that back. Oh, sorry guys. Kind of tip back here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just making sure that I'm getting those clumps at the end, you know, down on the bottom. And let me see. I am just barely under 6. All right, I'm gonna have to mix up a little bit more powder. I don't think I'm gonna have enough. I think this one holds a little bit more, but we'll see. I'm just gonna stop there. I really want to give this a good bang. Oops, so I make a mess. All right, so I'm gonna move that aside, and I'm gonna just keep adding to this, so hopefully we have enough for the 2. We're just gonna go for it, guys. So I'm gonna have to order some more of this mix2mold because I am just about out. All right, let me see what that gives us. So that's like 7 ounces. Let's hope and pray it's enough. And I do have, some little molds ready to go if I need if I need them. Whoa. Whoa. Woe is me. Crud. All right, so I'm gonna stick all right, I think that is good. So I'll just get a bunch out. Let me get a paper cup. So as you guys know, I use these, oh, that's a little over. In my PowerTech stuff. And I don't really even care the color when I'm doing the leaves because they get covered in the PowerTech solution. But yeah, it is getting thick, so I'm gonna have to all right, we're just gonna really make a mess. And we're gonna try to get those filled in. All right, so I'm just gonna, let me pour. Gonna add a little bit of water, get it reactivated, and we're gonna get our little hinge things done. I do have another mold like this coming, so I'll be able to at least make 2 doors at a time. All right, and crap. I don't know if I can loosen this up now. this stick? I'm just trying to get underneath that hardness. All right. And that's one of the reasons that I absolutely love this mix to mold stuff, because it is really forgiving. To a point, but it is hardening, and I don't like to waste this, especially knowing that I have no more. I mean, other than, you know, what's there. Ah! All right, so we wasted some this time, but, and I didn't even get my full leaves, but that's okay. We got some. All right. So I'm going to let this set for an hour, and then I will be back and I'll get this all cleaned up, and then we will move on to doing the seashells. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this on my heat mat. I mean, these are cured. I could probably take them out right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set them on the heat mat just to finish getting some of that moisture out. So then we can put our seashells on when we come back. So I ended up not using that. All right, so I will be back, guys. Okay, guys, we're back. These are cured. I put them on the heat mat. And let's just get our little extras out. We definitely got some bubbles in these. But that's fine. That's kind of two really big bubbles on that one. All right, let's just, our leaves came out pretty good. So I do have a little trimming on them, but these are just kind of like the extras. And I really don't even care if these ones are perfect or not, because they get covered in the Power Tex. I'm going to even leave those two little pieces. That one's really, yeah, these ones are too thin. All right. We have a few that came out. That's the problem when you're doing, you know, something that's already curing or whatever. Oh, see, and that's the, yeah. Well, these were a bust. All right, let's hope this is not. And that could be because I re-watered it down. But let's see how our anchors came out. Hopefully, these are fine. And we have a little overage here. I'm just breaking that off. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that is pretty. All right. Move all my mess out of the way here. So we got no bubbles in that. That's a good thing. There we go. Okay. So those came out really good. We have got no bubbles. So what I'm going to do is I took out my E6000 and I took out my Gorilla Glue. I don't know which one I'm going to use at the moment. And I did bring out some starfish. So I'm just going to lay some shells out. So we have, you know, some different ones to choose from. Some different colors. And I grabbed some of the bigger ones. I didn't know how those, you know, would look on here. They stick out too much. So I figured I would at least, you know, like try a couple. Yeah, and I think those definitely would be too big. Okay, we'll stick with our little bitty smaller ones. Now a lot of the times it works better if you seal it. I'm gonna try one and kind of see how if it stays without sealing it. And if it stays, then we can kind of continue. All right, so I'm gonna try the E6000. If I can open it. I keep forgetting to put Vaseline on, there we go, on the top. One of my subscribers recommended that, so all right, I'm going to give that a second so I can see if it's going to adhere while I start positioning some of my other little shells. So these are kind of like, you know, if the anchor was in the water, the barnacles would be sticking to it. And I don't want them all like going in the same direction or like all this way. I want some, you know, upside down. Because to me, it just gives more of an authentic look. And let's put a couple of starfish. I think I like that better down here. All right. So that seems like it's going to stay. Let me find my scribe. Oh my word. Why can I not hang on to that stupid scribe? No matter what I do, I can never find it when I need it. Oh, right here. Jeez, some crow. I'm thinking of putting, just so this doesn't keep squirting out, I'll put it in there, and then we will get it on our piece. I mean, the longest part of doing this is like just getting your placement where you want them. Oop, got a stringy. The only thing with this stuff is it is stringy. So these actually sold really well at the last craft fair that I went to, because they look so pretty in a bathroom. If if you have that ocean theme. All right, maybe it's going to be better if I just do this. So when I get done this, I'm going to go and get my upstairs bedroom painted. I'm like, I've just got to muddle through so we can get it done, and I can get my my room situated. And I'm going to put this one upside down, that. And then once all of this dries, then I can go in and spray seal the whole thing. This is definitely going to need more. This is a sticky job, but somebody's got to do it. And let me get a couple little baby ones. Oh, UPS must be here. Okay, so I think we're going to leave this like this. We'll let that set, and then I can paint the rope and the other things. I just want to get the shells on first. Are you kidding me right now? I barely even touched that. Well, I guess I'll be remaking this, but we'll see if we can fix it for now. Oh, I'll put it in my bathroom. I want you right there. Let's get a couple starfish. Try to find some not broken. And this does have a little break there, so I'm just going to tuck it underneath like that, so that way it doesn't show. And you know, so each one is unique in itself. And let's do another starfish. And we'll do this little baby shell right over the the broken starfish piece. So, and when I seal these, I just use the 2x clear gloss spray sealer. That's all I use. So, and okay. All right, so I think that is looking good. I'll just slide these out of the way because I've really got to let that one harden first. I'll just slide this one over here. Oops. Put that back. So I think what I'm gonna do is, let me get my markers. All right, so I think I'm going to use the bronze. We're going to do and I'm going to do the rope. And I'm only going to do the top of the rope because that's what's going to show when you're looking at the piece. And I probably will need a second coat. I think it's a paint, a glue stringy. So since I'm going to have to remake these, I'm using the bronze because my upstairs bathroom has bronze accessories. So I figured it's much darker, but I figured this would at least match the decor. Because once I get the bedroom painted, then I got to work on, I got to get the bathroom repainted. And then I can, my bedroom, I'm waiting until fall because I'm going to do a mural on one of my walls. So I'm going to put palm trees over my headboard. Okay. Now, what color do I put this? That is the million-dollar question. All right, I'm gonna just take this and get the little up-close areas. So give me some other ideas, guys, of what I could put, like, on these anchors. You know, even if I did them in resin, like, what could I have not done this, the shells on the resin piece yet. So I have not done that. I've only done it with the mix-to-mold. Let's see. This color might be pretty. I don't have any pink in my bathroom, but this will still go. So these are the metallic markers that I got on Temu that I absolutely love. I've just got to get some more with different colors because it is a limited palette. And then I can let it dry and coat it. So for today's pictures, it probably won't be, you know, completed because I'll have to, once it dries, go over it with another coat, let that dry, then spray seal it. And I want to get this video up for you guys for tonight. So I'm trying to get myself back on track as well as try to get my housework done. And once I get my son moved into his room, I can, you know, then I can take a little bit more time, because it'll just be my office, and I need to paint that as well. So, but I figured that's not as crucial. So yeah, let me know what you think of the pink. I'm not knowing, I don't know if I like it yet or not. I can always paint over it, so it's not, you know, it's not like set in stone that it has to stay that color. But let me take this over here and try to move this without picking it up, because I want that to stay stuck. And these ones are my oil markers. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is just the end pieces on the steering wheel. I wished I had a nice brown marker, but the brown that we have is kind of a khaki color. And I think we're going to do the circle. Oh, got a little bit there. I'll let that dry just a bit more and get that final color on there. Because once it's completely dry, it will definitely give a better, you know, finish. Okay. Oh, the more I'm looking at this one, the more I'm not liking that pink. Not at all. So, let's see. What do I put over it? Let me see what I have from my oil paints. I'm wondering if that lighter green. All right. And if you want to get your markers when they're new to get the tip down, do this first. It lets the air out. And then when you go like this, your paint should flow out a little bit quicker. See, it's already coming down. And I might just take a paintbrush and paint over them because it's not working the way I want it to work. I think I would like it in a darker green. All right, I'm just gonna pull out a darker green acrylic paint and I think we'll just do that. I'll just do it in a darker green. I think that looks way better. Definitely looks better. So this area will definitely take a couple of coats, but that's okay. Yeah, that's definitely better. Because it needed that contrast. Because I didn't wipe the pink off, so this is definitely gonna take a little bit more, but that's fine. There, yeah, I think that looks much better. Those contrasting colors, for sure. Let me get some water and rinse my brush. And since I'm using acrylic paint, I might as well do the handle, the steering wheel, and then I'll end the video just because I know it's getting long. I'm sorry. So even when I try to make a short video, I always go rogue and do something different and extends it. And oh, you guys, you know me. So I might, take my time and paint all the sides of this, but I'll do that all off camera at a later date. I'm trying to just get this so you guys can see, different things that you can use. You can use paint, you can use markers. Yeah. So there we have our two finished anchors. And I am just going to take pictures of them here, just because I don't want to move it until the shells are completely dry. Really, Michelle? All right, so yeah, I'll finish that off. I'll do all the detail work because then I can get a smaller brush. But I just wanted you to kind of get an idea of what they're going to look like when they're finished. Alrighty, guys, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.